Hey guys, so we're here back with the UZ-V8 engine from Toyota, and as a lot of you would know, the only real weakness to this engine, and I guess it's not really the engine, it's the exhaust manifolds, is they designed them, I think it was for emissions control, where they made the flange here on the exhaust head is really weak, and I mean weak by the join that goes between here and into the side of the head right there at the flange. And for those who have the V8s, particularly the early models, from about 98 to 2002 I think it was, they were prone to the cracking, and that meant that you had this very annoying ticking noise while your engine was running, and I think a lot of you know that, and it's a very big job to replace these, particularly on the driver's side of the vehicle where you've got the steering column there that gets in the way and makes it very difficult to access. So what I've actually done here is I plan in the future to change these out to a pair of good set of headers, extractors, and probably change the whole exhaust system. But for now, I just want to get rid of that damn ticking noise, and I figured why not go with someone's advice and try use some of this, which is made by CRC. It's exhaust cement and designed specifically for this type of issue. And as you can see, it's not the prettiest of jobs, but what I've just done is smeared this stuff over all the weak points that I can see, because there was no visual signs of this crack, and the only reason they come up is once you start and there's a bit of pressure in them, it just opens up. Sometimes they're just a hairline crack, and other times you've got a very noticeable crack. I did notice while I was wiping around the weak joins on all four here, is some that was a little bit crumbly, so I figured that might have actually been the culprit there, so I gave it a good smearing on those areas. And it's quite simple really. I've just obviously got the heat shield just sitting low before I bolt it up, just so you can all see. That heat shield actually quite difficult to take off. You've got to get underneath the car. A little word of advice: get a set of long extension pieces for your socket, and reach up from underneath the vehicle, from down, basically down there. There's one here, so the heat shield nuts to access this side, easy. The two underneath, there's one under that side and one under that side, one there, sorry. And you've got to go through these little holes with extension. It is an absolute pain in the ass to get to. The driver's side is no fun. Passenger side over there, much easier. So as you can see here, I've got the airbox out. I found it much easier to get some room this way, but of course the downfall with using the airbox side access, as I've done, is I cannot start the engine and do the bubble water test. So I've just gone all in, hands on, and just smeared every area of that I feel like there may have been a crack or a weak point. And you can see it's not pretty yet, it's just setting. You got to leave this stuff for about 24 hours, let it dry. And once you start the vehicle and get it up to operating temperature, you'll find that that's actually what really heat seals the cement. And this stuff works really well, from a mechanic friend of mine who says he's repaired heaps of old vehicles that are prone to cracking in the exhaust and the manifolds. And he swears by the stuff and says, don't listen to the snake oil negative Nancy's. This stuff does actually work, and it's a great alternative to get you through up until a point where you replace the entire exhaust system. Right, so once I've let this settle overnight, I'll give it a crank test, guys, and I'll see if the ticking has disappeared. Look, if it has, great news for those who just want a quick temporary fix, and yeah, save a lot of time and money in the process.